Akash Inti, your favorite reflection of you. Today on Synchronicity. What is synchronicity? Well, before we get into why it's important to talk to, because that's really, I think, what's the essence of this and how I use it, I've found that synchronicity is kind of the way that the universe talks to you and really how your higher self talks to you or your greatest vision of yourself talks to you. It's often in strange ways, and really I think the best way that I can exemplify it is through a story. I remember just as I was starting to begin studying with Arash, I was emailing a coworker at work actually. And as I was emailing this person, I was literally thinking in my head, I was like, I want to study with Arash, but I don't know if I want to. It's kind of a lot. That was like the small person in me thinking, and then the greater person in me thinking was like, yeah, but do you have any idea what this man does? Do you have any idea of like, just by learning and spending time with a champion, a world-class sensei like him, how much of an impact that can have on you, not only today, but really throughout the rest of your life? And so I was like, this was kind of like what was going through my mind. And I remember sending an email to one of my coworkers, and then I received an email back later that day, or maybe a day after, something like that. And it said, as you guys know, my name is Akash. It said, hello, Arash. And I was like, whoa, that's really, really strange. Why did I get an email from a coworker that says, hello, Arash, or hey, Arash, or hi, Arash? And I took that as a sign, as a synchronicity from the world, because it was like, I was thinking about this. I was like, should I do this? Should I not do this? Shall I travel this path? Shall I not travel this path? And what happened in that moment? Well, I got this sign back from the universe. And one could say, well, yeah, but it was just like a typo and the whatever, like whatever. But at the same time, I mean, I was thinking to myself, well, R and K are not really all too close to each other on the keyboard. Yeah, I'm sure it was a typo. I don't know. I couldn't explain it. But in that moment, what I knew was that the universe was telling me, like, look, dude, you got to go on this path. And I don't know why, and I don't know what's going to happen really as a result of it. I mean, I'm still kind of continuing on that journey, but it was exactly what happened. And I found this in so many times in my life, whether it be with girlfriends, whether it be with family, whether it be with friends, whether it be with business opportunities. It's times where I don't necessarily know where I'm going, or I have a question and I'm like, going back and forth between these two things. And usually these are like big things that I'm going like back and forth between. That's where I found the richness of synchronicity, especially as like my life path and how to move forward. These are really the areas in which I specifically apply it, and it's incredible. It's that I found that the universe is kind of always talking to us, and obviously we're always talking to it through our actions. It's incredible to see how much of an impact and how much what we want to see in the world, and where our vision and where our eyes are, what our attention is being put on, and how that manifests. So really, this is kind of the richness of synchronicity to me, and it's played many roles in my life, specifically as it relates to my longer term vision and who I'm becoming as I become older, but not necessarily only older, wiser, more experienced, etc. So just a small thing to communicate on this is that look around, really, as you're continuing to think through who you are, who you want to be, who you are becoming, and who you already became, and who you're coming back to, is that there's clues everywhere. And trust these clues. It might be scary. You might not necessarily know what you're getting yourself into. You might not know how any of this is going to pay off. You might not know where it leads to. But you know one thing, that there's something inside of you that wanted to see this. There's something inside of you that wanted to see this more than anything else, that you saw it. And now that you saw it, what are you going to do? You're going to hide? You're going to be scared? You're going to be, oh, yeah, I know that exists. I know there's something better that's out there, and I know there's this life that I've always wanted to lead, and I know the people who can get me there, and blah, 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 blah. Are you going to simply just be like, yeah, I know that exists, but I'm going to stay and play this small little game? Or are you going to be the person who steps up to the challenge and addresses your fears head on? Are you going to seize the moment, seize the opportunity, Seize all of the learnings and take every single thing that you can out of life. Really milk the ecstasy of the moments, not only in the good times, but especially in those dark times. Keep up, thrive, and stay sexy.